We are live for the first time in a minute. Has it been a week or two? I don't know. I've lost count. How is everyone? It's been a year, hasn't it? It's been quite the year indeed. And yeah, I'll wait till everyone gets in here, but it's going to be a bit of like a recap on the channel, what's going on, what's happening, what the plans are, etc. So we'll get into it once a good group of people are in here. Hey Nona, nice to see you in here, Shrimp. Tommy, nice to see you in here, mate. All the best to you in the Happy New Year. Just waiting for more people to join in, and we will have our little chit chat and a little catch up, should I say, on how things are, what the updates are, what's going on the channel. No, you're not late at all. We've literally just started 1 minute ago. So, yeah, do not worry at all, Shrin. You're definitely not late. I'm gonna filter the messages before we get any weird individuals. Participant mode subscribers who have been subscribed for a minute, yeah, so we can gain a few more subscribers. But yeah, it has been a hot minute since I was live again. Nice to see you in here, Sarah. I think it is Sarah. Correct me if I'm wrong. I always call you Nona. For once, I'm trying to remember your name. You can let me know now. There's so many names to keep up with. Yeah, so it's been a hot minute since I was live. It's been a hot minute since I've uploaded as well, to be honest. Yeah, I've been taking it easy. Obviously, it's been holiday season. Thanks, Sarah. It's correct. There you go. I thought I knew. I knew right. There you go. So I'm glad that I got it right finally. So Sarah, whatever you prefer. I've always called you Nona, but you are named Sarah. So if you want me to call you Sarah, just let me know in the chat. But yeah, it's been a hell of a year, hasn't it? What's today's live about? It's like a recap, kind of like a New Year's special, kind of a little fun live. I've done a little donation goal thing there that if we get 5 donations, I'll just start doing some push-ups in the background. I'll start doing some weird like requests on the live. Nothing too weird, but you know, some fun stuff. Just like a little like, so this has been a year kind of thing. So obviously channel's been going a year now. In this past year, it's been absolutely crazy, hasn't it? Think about it, like we hit 1K. I no longer have a Fluval Flex 57, which I had for a long time. I have not 1 but 2 but 3 tanks, about to set up 4 and then go back down to 3 because this 4th one, when it is set up, it's going to be amazing. We're just gradually building that. I've been taking a lot of time building this tank, to be honest, because I don't want to rush into it. I want to, you know, make this the best tank I've made. Aquascape / tank. And to do that, I've got to take my time. And also, life has been hella busy. I've had to pay for Christmas presents. I've had to pay for many other things. The older you get, the more expensive life becomes. Suddenly you're an adult. Suddenly you've got debt. Suddenly you've got payments. Suddenly you've got bills, etc., etc. I don't have anything to stress about too much. But yeah, I have very much had a good year on YouTube. And I would like to very much exceed what we've done in this year. I mean, we've almost reached, and I'd like to hope to reach 1,700, hopefully by the end of this live, if it's possible. I don't think it is. I mean, when we hit 1K, we managed to go up by like 30 subscribers, so it's always possible. I'm a Grinch, nothing for everyone. Listen, I this year I spent probably the most I've ever spent on my family, because I was able to do so, and I wanted to, you know, be a good family member, I guess. Now that I can finally afford to do things, I'll make sure that, you know, I get people gifts. They weren't the most amazing gifts. It was like gift sets and, you know, money here and there, but like I was trying my best. You know, I'm only 24. I'm not loaded as of yet. YouTube money isn't, you know, there yet. But yeah, it's definitely. wants to see the fish tank, there is the fish tank. The Valsoneri is growing amazing. We've got a bit of algae. I'll give you an update on that shortly. But yeah, the past year's been mental. Obviously, we've reached 1,000 followers on TikTok, over 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, set up multiple fish tanks, whether that's for myself, for friends, for family. And yeah, it's been a crazy year. I've got to meet, like, through the internet, like, some of my inspirations, my, like, YouTube idols, as to speak. It's opened many doorways. I got to meet Jack, obviously, when I went over to Amsterdam. That was a cool experience. Go and see the beginnings of what is going to be a cool fish shop. I'm sure it's going to be bigger, definitely, than that garage. He's definitely going to be opening his own place when he's 18. That kid has definitely got a mind switched on, locked on, and he's going for it. And all the best to him, honestly. He's very much locked into what he's going to be doing, and I can only respect that. I wish him nothing the best. I wish I could do something like that, but you know, everyone has their own path in it, and it's going to be amazing to see where he goes. But I also would like to say that it's going to be amazing to see where this channel goes in the next year. Obviously, in the past few weeks, in the past few months even, if you are a long-time subscriber like yourself, Sarah, you can probably tell that I've kind of took the foot off the gas slightly. Life's just been a lot. A lot of things are kind of changing. A lot of things are happening. I'll be moving in with Mia next year. We've both agreed that that is a thing that is our goal for next year, that we will be living together. And that will be the next step to then, you know, set up more fish tanks, to set up more aquascapes, to do more videos as well. And, you know, it's a big year. It's a big year. Nice to see Fish Fam Link in here, whether that's the bottom of the person. I hope you're good. But yeah, it's going to be a very big year for myself, for me, for my life, but also for the channel too. A lot of potential in what is next, I guess. Obviously, we've got part 2 and 3 of the tank setup coming. We haven't even started planting the tank, so I'll openly admit that now in the live. That just hasn't happened yet, and that's me saying that. We've had Christmas, we're having New Year, we've had Boxing Day, we've had birthdays, we've had a lot going on in like a short period. Obviously, I've been working a lot. I work in the shop and a lot of retail, so I've been working extra days, taking extra shifts. So that's where I can say, listen, there's only so much I can do in this time period. But I've also been, you know, thinking of different things and what I could do. Obviously, we want to continue the Rate Their Tank series. Hopefully, in the near future, that'll be a possibility. We just need to, you know, get more tank submissions, to get more people join the Discord. So if you haven't already, make sure to join the Discord, because our Discord is very active. We've got 44 people in here, 44, and they are amazing. They all speak on a daily basis about fish keeping topics, and you know what, I can be very proud to say that I created that. Obviously, with the help of Stefan, helped me set up the server and the channels and the automated upload bot and stuff like that. And the likes of the people that keep it active, like Mr. J Martin all the time. You've got you've got Arnold, who's helped out massively as well, and Arnold's helped out the channel since day one as well. So massive shout out to Arnold too, and everyone that's been here since early days, like yourself, Sarah, and others. You've been here for quite some time now, and you've seen me go from a 1-line to a 2-line creased forehead. You see me grow some kind of awful facial hair. You see me get a fish tattoo on my arm. You see me set up multiple tanks. You see me speak to Fish Shop Matt, who is a person that I've highly respected since, you know, being a hobbyist, and now watching him in the shop, and then watching his content, to then have phone calls with him. And that's what this has done. I've just gave you a little shout out then, Stefan. Glad that you finally caught alive, mate. I was literally just giving you a bit of credit for a bit of cred for the boy. In sense of, like, this Discord has become it's got a life of its own. I don't need to be active in there all the time. It's its own community. People are asking questions. We've got people who are customers from the shop. We've got people who have joined from the TikTok. You've got people from YouTube. All different types of people, even people who are fish biologists or studiers or shop owners or shop workers like myself. It's a very good thing that I'm really proud of. Recapping all these different things that have gone into the year, of course. Yeah, just so much has happened. To think, nice to finally see that you caught alive as well, great to see you in here, mate. But yeah, the Discord, like, it honestly just runs itself. It's got a life of its own, and it's always active. If you haven't joined already, if someone could please drop the link of our Discord in the chat, it'd be much appreciated. You're more than welcome to join. It's a community that welcomes people with open arms. If you want a fish keeping advice, if you just want to talk about fish, if you want to bond with like-minded people, that's what our Discord's about. The Discord was initially set up to be, you know, a community based on the channel, but it ended up taking its own a life of its own, where people from other channels can drop their content in, people can check out their stuff, people from my community can check out their stuff, and vice versa, the crossovers that happen. And I think it's vital that we grow our community together and stick together. I think early days, and I have moments, I think a lot of people have moments when you're uploading content and someone does something similar and you're like, are you stealing my idea, or are you being influenced by it? And then you're like, are you stealing my idea? But I've kind of gone past that now, to the point where I just don't really care. I'm just focused on my channel. I'm very tunnel vision. So you may not see me anymore, you know, popping into people's lives. You may not see me active in other people's channels. And that's nothing to do with the fact that I have any issues with anyone. It's just solely down to the fact that I've been really busy and I'm just kind of tunnel visioned on my channel. So I do love and appreciate everyone. And when I do get the chance, I'll pop into people's lives. I think I popped into Jack's briefly the other day when I do get the chance, and same with others too. If I may not be talking, I may just be watching passively for a brief moment. But a lot, as I said, a lot's going on. I'm moving in with Mia next year. I'm setting up this tank. I've had it obviously started the new job in World Aquatics. I've been there for a few months now, and there's so many like things that are going on that it's been great. It's nice to see you in here, Gord. I appreciate you joining. You're always watching in the car, I guess, mate. So I do appreciate you joining. But yeah, it's been a hell of a year, hasn't it? We started from like I hate getting emotional because it always happens at last, but I started with a Fluvaflex and I posted a video about my tank, and I posted a video about what I'd done with my tank. I was talking about what was in my tank, and I got over like 2,000 plus views on that video, and I was like, wow. And nobody really said anything negative. And like there will always be, you know, the odd negative person here and there, and you will always open yourself up to criticism being on the internet. Nice to see you in here, Joe. I'll get on to our aquascaping tank setup soon. But yeah, starting from that Fluvaflex, I've done a lot with that tank, and I can only recommend that tank to people because it's such a good way to, you know, if you want to break it down, set it up again, break it down, set it up again. I think they're really ideal for that, and they look after themselves. And obviously, I then step forward in setting up my canister filter, and then trying out CO2, and then cutting a hole and making a light in the top. Like, yeah, it was that tank allowed me to learn how to set up tanks like this and over there, and then the other ones I have, and have the opinions that I was able to tell you people and the people on the Discord, because I done a lot of learning through that tank. So I owe a lot to like that tank. And then I moved on, started keeping more rarer fish in the past year as well. Obviously going with the raccoon, etc. That was before I'd started YouTube, but that started. And then obviously, see you later, Shrin. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you joining for the brief moment that you were in here. So thanks a lot. But yeah, it's been quite the experience, hasn't it? You know, as I said, collabing with Jack, collabing with DJA Aquatics, Dylan, and checking out his fish room. That was like a cool experience too. Getting out to Warrington, checking out his setup before he packed in. Obviously, he's no longer like fully involved with the hobby in terms of that now. All the best to Dylan. I think he's starting a reptile channel soon, I think. But yeah, it's definitely been a cool experience, and I can't wait to get this tank set up. Me and Joe are going to be working on that soon, probably in the next couple of weeks, or the next week or two, I'd like to hope, whenever's available, and we'll get that cracked on with and filmed. In the meantime, will I have any videos in between the tank setup? I don't know. I'll honestly admit to you, I don't know. I've kind of been. I'll say this in the most honest way possible. Nice to see you in here, Salient. Thanks for joining me. All the best to you. I see your channel's flying high. 18k for yourself, Salient. Seeing you do great. I was chugging along behind you early days, but your channel went to the moon. Nice to see Muffin in here as well. Thanks a lot for the like, mate. Appreciate that. Jesse. And yeah, it's been a mad ride, honestly, for seeing all these different channels grow and stuff like that. Just listening whilst doing some writing. Oh, great to see you in here, Rebecca. It's been a while since you've been in live. Thanks for joining, Rebecca. Yes, sir, for sure. Welcome. Oh, Martin, nice to see you in here. Everyone's joined the party now, eh? Forgot to like the live. Well, make sure to like the live. Make sure to share the live. Make sure to repost the live. Make sure to drop it into any groups or discords that you're in now. This live's going to go for as long as it wants to. But it's a New Year special, so Happy New Year to everyone. I'm going out. I'm going to be having a little party and a little dance tomorrow to celebrate the New Year. I haven't done that ever, really. I think I like, when I was in uni, I like was in the town centre by a clock tower, so that was cool. But yeah, this is going to be a cool experience, and yeah, I'm going to be doing that. And then the day after, or I say New Year's Day, is mine and Mia's anniversary, so we're going to be having a little meal together. We're going to be having a bit of food, getting dressed up, looking all nice, and that's going to be really nice as well. Hopefully, won't be too hungover from the night prior. But yeah, it's been get engaged. Hey, listen, Johnny's done it, Harry's done it, everyone's saying you're next. When I'm ready, guys, when I'm ready, when I've got enough money to buy a ring, yeah. Maybe when YouTube pays a bit more. I'm teasing. I've got some things in mind, but we're not putting any pressure on that yet. I think me and Mia want to sort out moving in first before any big arrangements. Have fun and stay safe, Adam. Are you off now, Sarah? Oh no, I think you're just regarding me going out. But yeah, Mr. G needs to fill the list of everyone. Yeah, it's been crazy though, and like what I was about to openly admit there is I'll talk about where I'm at with the channel and where I'm at with fish keeping at the moment. Fish keeping I'm super passionate about and I love, and the content in the channel I'm super passionate about and I love, and I've got big plans and big ideas for the channel coming next year. Obviously, I've got big plans in life too, but in this moment in time, obviously we've had the holiday period. I've been working a lot more. I've been going to the gym and I've been like seeing like family members and friends that I haven't seen in a long time. So it's been quite a busy time period. So I'll openly admit now, my tank, it's looking fine. There's a bit of algae. I've done a recent session on it. It's looking fine. All the fish are healthy. They've been getting fed well. Same with the other tank over there. And same with the ones in the holding tank before I set up this new one, 2.5. But I have not really been putting a whole lot of effort into it. Have been together 19 years, not even engaged. Damn, that's a long time. I'm sure she's waiting for the diamond. Or is that something you don't believe in? It's not for everyone, listen. I believe in it, but I think when the time is right, and it's one of them. But yeah, I'll openly admit that I've been a bit burnt out recently. That's why I haven't been getting a lot of content out. I found that, like, I was constantly hunting to like get a video out, and I was constantly trying. And obviously recently YouTube has I've kind of been struggling in terms of YouTube. The lives, we've got 10 people in here, which is great. It's been a while since I've done a live, so it's great to have everyone in here. But the previous lives, I had lives where I was live for half an hour and there was no one. It was desolate. And there wasn't many people live either, so it wouldn't have been like an overlap either. And I just found that like a bit discouraging. And I know that I've got really amazing people in here that support the channel, like Martin, like everyone else in here that is constantly, you know, supporting the channel, supporting me, and speaking through the Discord and checking in. I really love and appreciate that. But when you've been doing something for a while, and like you're trying new things and you're trying different things and they're not working, and then you're doing the original things and maybe they work but not as good as they used to work, get engaged. And yeah, it's I'll openly admit it was a bit discouraging. It was a bit disheartening, and like getting videos that I thought were probably my best videos to date out, and not getting that traction that I thought they deserved. Like that is a thing that I know comes with YouTube, and a video that I've you think doesn't deserve to get it will. Like I've got shop tours that I've got like thousands and thousands and thousands of views, but then you'll do like a aquascaping video that would be really good, a lot of effort, a lot of time, and then it'll get nothing. And then you do like a really detailed breakdown video, and that doesn't get nothing. And then you do like a collab, and like that, and then you're just like, what's going on? And like you're like, what do I need to do to be ticking the boxes? And I've changed the thumbnails up, I've changed the titles around, and all different things. And I get it, putting so much work into something. Like it's not just that. I think that's the core of it, but I think it's not just that, because to me, I set the bar at 100 views per video, and all of my videos have surpassed that, so that's fair enough. Does it dishearten me that like some of these recent videos that I think have definitely been, really good, and they just haven't done it? I think, yeah, you put a lot of effort, you put a lot of time into the edit, into the progress of the filming, into hitting the deadline of when I was doing the weekly videos. I'm now doing them every week or two now, because I've took the foot off the gas, because obviously it's holiday period and I'll be back, don't worry. But I'm not. I think I'll come back with the hunger again next year. At the moment, I think whilst things are quiet, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm still active. I'm still doing the occasional shorts. I'm still doing my lives. I'm still active on TikTok. I'm still speaking in the community, and I'm still appearing on the odd few here and there. But yeah, nice to see Simpson in here. Thanks for joining. You have to chase the content that works, but still leave room. See, like the issue is, I want to do more shop tours. Is it sustainable though? No, it really isn't. I don't have a car. I think I may be doing a shop tour soon. Keep your eyes out. There may be shop tours coming, but at the moment, no. I've done all the tours of Liverpool and in the areas close to me. I've done Pier. I've done a bit in Manchester. I'm probably going to do more of Manchester. I've done basically most of the Wirral. Alive with a few new guests. See, yeah, that'd be cool. I think I need to do that. I think people have gone quiet. I think people that I used to talk to have gone quiet, and maybe that's because I've gone quiet. That's just something I'll put out there. I think I've gone quiet. Maybe people have gone quiet, but maybe I've been busy. They've been busy, or maybe they've been busy and I haven't been busy. At the same times. But yeah, I think new guests is definitely an idea. For the new year, to get more guests on, that'll be good. I'd like to, do more collabs. That's something that I'm manifesting for the new year. That's something that I would very much like to do. More collaborations with different types of fish keepers, and breeders, and aquascapers, and different shops and content creators. Like, I think that's something that I want to do. Yeah, I think I just need to work on that, and I guess I need to be more active for that, so that's fair enough. But yeah, in all honesty, I think it's just genuinely been a combination of holiday period and burnout primarily, and then obviously with the contributing factor of maybe content's been an issue. The algorithm's weird at the moment. I know everyone says it's the audience, but I don't think it is. The big problem is having subs that don't want your videos. That is the big problem. Yeah, I think The thing that I've been working on with the channel and I'm quite proud of is that we've generated a consistent community that will always watch and they will always comment and they're always involved in the Discord. The Discord, that was the main reason for it and the initial setup. Yeah, Christmas on YouTube is always a hit miss. Christmas period and like midsummer, I'd probably say, is like the two periods where you're like, it's going to be hard to get through. But once you get through that, then you're fine, and you've still got the rest of the year, and then the views go up, and then they go down, they go up. It's just one of them about being consistent, and that's what I'm aiming to do in the new year and bring that back, of course. But in terms of what you were saying, I think, yeah, I think I agree with you, Rebecca. A lot more people are, seeing the family members. They may be a lot more occupied with doing other things or working. Like it's life in it, and like the views will never always be there. I have to work to get the views. I can't just expect people to show up. And that again, that we developed the Discord in that sense initially for that that base community of people that will always be about. But I'm now proud to say that it's not just that, and like that's what I don't. And that's where I'm like, if people watch it, they can watch the channel. Or if they don't want to watch the channel, that's fair enough. If they're active all day long in the Discord and they don't want to watch the channel, that's fair enough as well. But there's a lot of crossover happening, and I'd like to build that community up more and more and more, as big as possible, because I think our Discord does a great job in keeping a very active, diverse community with many different opinions and takes and types of fish keepers. And I'm proud to say that I'm really happy with our community. I don't get involved with any other people's communities. Because I get everything I need in our community. I've got all the like I if I really want to, I can. But I've got too much other things to be occupied with. So having that community to lean into and speak to people and have that chat, it's really like it's something that I'm really proud of that we've achieved. And I thank everyone, each and every one that has been super active in there, that has given advice to people, that has even shared your channel, because seeing your channel, some people may not have seen your content, or that's kind of a good way. It really is good. Discord very varied and friendly. Exactly. We run the jokes every now and again. We have a separate section of people want to talk about different things. And we have separate sections for different parts. And people, you got people that are always posting the daily fish pictures. You got people just generally just talking amongst each other. There's so much variety, and that's why I'm really happy with it. And I'd love to grow. My aim is to get by the end of next year easily over 100 plus members in that Discord. I will always push it now, because I think it's a very strong community that we're building, and we will make sure that it is well moderated and that there is people keeping it in check, and there isn't anything getting out of line in sense of pushing people out because of their opinions or takes, or if they post a picture and people start like down talking. I think that's wrong. I think we're allowed to do whatever we want. Of course, I don't rate their tanks, and that's technically down talking someone's tank, but it isn't. Like I was giving my take on things. It's my advice on things, and people submitted the tanks, and they genuinely got good. I got good feedback from the people who watched it and said, "I appreciate that," or this, that, and that's what I really enjoyed. I think I really enjoyed the rate their tanks video because it got the community involved. And if I can do more videos like that next year, I think that's something that I'd be really happy to do, to get more people from the community and from our channel and from the Discord involved with the videos, because that it brings that full circle of, I'm not just the guy making videos and you're watching, you're getting involved and you're now a part of the videos. And I think that's something that I really enjoyed, getting to say this person's tank, oh, this is Johnny's tank and he's got a 5 foot with a load of rear attachers, cool, really like that. Oh, then you've got Shirley from America and there's her tank, and it's quite overstocked, but this is my opinion on how it could be better. But she said that was a tank from a long time ago, and she was like, I've got better tanks. Fair enough, I'll choose another tank next time. And that's the cool part of that. We'll do more of them videos, and we'll do more of the rate their tanks, and we'll do more influence videos from the viewers on the Discord. So I really enjoyed that. I've probably made more friends in Discord in the last few months than I have in years. I'm actually very antisocial. Wow. I really am glad that you've made friends through the Discord, Arnold. he was in the back of my head then. Martin. I think I said Arnold because he made friends with Arnold. So yeah, but yeah. So what do I think's next for the channel? I think more content. I think we're getting this tank set up, done and dusted, out the way, and then that will be a thing that we will document 1 and a 2 month and a 3 month. I will make sure of that this time round. With this tank, I think it's definitely going to happen. We're going to be doing the updates on that. I think stocking's going to be really cool. Me and Joe are going to be planting that. So that is, you know, potentially a collab. If Joe wants to be on camera or part of the video, he's going to be helping me plant that tank. So that's going to be a cool dynamic to say. Aquascaper helps me plant my aquarium, and that'll be part 2. You know, I think that's a really cool idea. Anyway, Muffin, YouTube is strange thing. People who deserve success and have to grind, and then the obnoxious ones. Yeah, it's one of them, isn't it? I think YouTube is mainly about personalities, and you can be a really cool, nice guy, but then get nothing. And then you've got a guy who is very egotistical, very opinionated, whatever. And no, I'm not calling anyone this. I'm just talking generally, because I've seen some of these channels that are a bit wild, and they really like badly fish abuse, and like then you've got little kids watching the videos, and then you kind of like, and I'm not gonna name any names of channels because I don't directly call these people out, but if you know, you know, and you're like, how did they do that? Because they've got the big boom and they got their wow factor, and like, hey, yeah. But then the informational videos, I guess, you know, it's about us with the information to be able to relay that in a possible way that keeps the attention of the audience, viewer, the member. That's what I'm working on with my content anyway. I'm trying to keep that cycle of, you know, if people watch my videos, I want to keep them engaged, I want to keep them involved, and I want to be giving them the right information at the same time. I just don't want to be spitting nonsense. I think that's my goal anyway. I want to educate the next generation of fish keepers and pave that way. Whether they use me as that way of doing that, I don't know. Having people in the last live and other lives say that I have influenced them to set up a tank, or I've influenced them to set up a channel, or see that it's possible to have a YouTube channel, that kind of stuff is very rewarding to me, and I'd like more of that. But that's down to me to then be better, and I've got to be better. I've got to pave the way, and whether I've got 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 subscribers, I don't know. My goal, I'm going to be ambitious. I want over 10,000 subscribers by the end of next year. I think that's very possible. I think with the things that I have in mind, I think that's going to be very possible. I have to be more driven. I have to be more locked in. I think mentally I've kind of been struggling with a bit of burnout recently. I'll hold my hands up. Yeah, I've been a bit burnt out, but it's that time of year where a lot of things are happening. You're stressing about getting people present, stressing about payments, you're stressing about work, stressing about, you know, there's so many different things, and it's, I guess this is the first Christmas the channel's had. Obviously I had the first one when I first started, but it was a lot easier because there wasn't that added pressure of, I now have people who, you know, are sat there waiting for me to upload a video, do lives. And yeah, I guess I will be the first person to add the most pressure onto me. I know everyone in here is very kind and lovely and supportive, in the sense of the fact that don't worry, don't stress or whatever, but I will always add that stress and pressure because I want to hold myself accountable. Otherwise there wouldn't be any content on this channel if I didn't hold myself accountable. But yeah, I think we're gonna set big. I want over 10k subscribers by the end of the year, and if I haven't done that, fair enough, I haven't earned it, and that's me being accountable for it. I know a lot of people say subscribers are luck, but I think it's also down to hard work. You can make it up to us with a 24-hour Christmas stream next year. Don't sweat it. Yeah, real life fish keeping, you're a busy guy. Exactly, you know, it's I'll say this now openly. Since working in the shop, it's been like, how can I put it? It's changed my view on the hobby again, because I've worked in a shop and that did change it. Nice to see you in here, Johnny. Glad to have you in here. Nice to see you using the Harry emoji as well. Yeah, I've changed as a hobbyist. I've changed as a fish keeper, I think. Because I'm seeing a different side of the hobby now, from like working in a shop to seeing how other shops act. when you're working a shop, from working in a shop and seeing how fish come in, working in a shop and having to treat fish, working in a shop and then having to give people advice there and then on the spot, not over a video, not over live. You tell them there and then I'm coming home and then I'm having to repeat it, but in a different way on the live. If you get what I'm trying to get at here, it's like I'm having what I was doing online now in person and giving people their advice and having them convos. And now because of the video with Paul Big Fish Lad, I've got people coming in saying, "Hey, I've seen your video. Oh, you're that guy who was on the video." And then they like have that conversation with me, and that's really cool and really rewarding. But I guess now because I work in a shop, and I guess now because people watch my content, now I'm like, sorry, my nose is running. Now I'm having them interactions in person. It's different, yeah. My brain's kind of struggling to deal with it. I guess, yeah. I'm struggling to. I think I've got a bit of an imposter syndrome. I think I've got a bit of imposter syndrome because, you know, when people come in and saying, "Oh, that's cool," but then I'm like, some days, you know, when you're burnt out and someone does that, you don't want to let them down. So you're trying to keep a level sometimes. And I don't want to let anyone down. Listen, I'm not special. I'm no different from you. I'm a guy that keeps fish in his room. A guy that plays Xbox from time to time. A guy that likes spending time with his friends and family. I'm just a normal guy. And I don't want to, you know... Shut up, Johnny. Yeah, I don't want to let anyone down when they come in the shop. So, like, I'm always like, you know, whoa, like, you know, you've got to be there. So I guess it's an adjustment for me. Am I YouTube famous? No. But will people see me different when they come in the shop and they go, "You're the guy that I see in the video"? Yes. It's bound to happen. And I don't want to come across as... You know what I'm about to say anyway. I don't swear on these lives, but if you're on TikTok, I do let the occasional one go and members, you know. But yeah, I don't want to let anyone down. But it's also, yeah, it's just like different, and like I feel like I'm focusing on the shop, and it's not taking away from my channel at all. It's adding to my channel. It's making my channel better. It's bringing my knowledge up, and it's making me a lot better. I had a similar thought with anyone who's seen our video, especially if I'm having an off day. I don't want to disappoint, so I can't imagine how hard it must be for you. Yeah, mate, I think that's the thing. I'll genuinely, openly say that it's maybe been in the back of my head, and maybe I've kind of been struggling with that a bit. And yeah, it's up and down, up and down. I guess it's the perks and the peaks of it. You were doing a live the other day, and you were naturally checking in with some customers at the same time. Yeah, I was doing the job whilst doing... This isn't the job, but you know, the job. I was doing both at the same time, if possible, and yeah, I want to do a really good job in the shop, and I also don't want to yeah, like I was saying to you, I don't want to let anyone down in that sense. But yeah, it's not taking away any shape or form away from this channel. It's really benefiting the channel. It's benefiting me as a hobbyist. Adam going Hollywood on us, but nah, don't sweat it. We're all human, man, especially with ADHD. Oh mate, that's the issue. I think having ADHD and trying to multitask is like trying to do a cartwheel whilst eating a tiramisu whilst drinking a bottle of water at the same time. I don't know why I used that example. A bit funny and weird. But yeah, it's very difficult and barely not possible. I can have a bit of advice, actually, Adam, or chat. I spent the night with family. However, one of my fish died whilst I was away. I come home and tested my nitrate, and ammonia was high. Can I have a bit? I done a 90% Ada Prime, ammonia gone, but nitrate is high. If you're dosing liquid fertilizer, nitrate will be high. If there is any decaying waste in your tank, nitrate will be high. If you haven't got any plants, it will be high because the plants aren't absorbing that, and it may also be something to do with your filter. But as he said, if you followed the necessary steps, so that's a thing. Thankfully, most fish keepers have ADHD. We get it. No plants. Yeah, that probably may be the case. If you've got Malawi's, nitrates will always be high as well. Or bigger cichlids. Yeah, anything like that, the nitrates will always be high. So you need something really to be absorbing them nitrates. So that's probably why South America. Yeah, okay. So yeah, you need something in there that'll be absorbing them nitrates. Whether you do a bit of Pothos, whether you do some floating plants, anything that won't get destroyed by your cichlids may help. You can use Anubias, you can use them bigger plants that can't really be nailed. That may lower them down. If I put anything green, it gets destroyed. Anubias might work because a lot of fish don't like the taste of it, so give that a go. The only fish that I've known to eat that is silver dollars, and they will eat anything though. But yeah, that's kind of, you know, a bit of my struggle. I guess this is like an open confession slash therapy to everyone, and the fact that that's kind of where my headspace has been at recently. But I'm working on it, and it's finding that balance. And I'll openly admit, having ADHD, it takes a lot longer of a time for me to get adjusted to things. So, of course, as I said, I changed job from Lego to the fish shop, and I'm still friends with a lot of people from Lego. So it was definitely an adjustment period, and it was a change for me. But also now, you know, being known to make content online and people are coming in, then they're asking questions about the content, then they're coming in and expecting the Adam 7 Fish Tanks, who had the information or was very informative on the Big Fish Lads video, then coming in and going, I want the same level. Or they're not demanding that, but you know, when you're having a conversation with them, you're like, okay, they're probably expecting this, so I need to perform to this. And we're naturally human. I can only be as high energy as I can. Some days I'm just burnt out and I can't do that. I do apologize. But you know, that's where I'm at, and I will try my best always to give the time of day to anyone who is a viewer of the channel, who is just even a customer. I give my time of the day all the time because I want to give them the best advice. We had someone come in, and this is an open story I'll say to you. We had someone come in, I think it was a couple of days before Christmas, and we had a customer come in and they wanted to buy a tank. And I went, yeah, sure. So you need the quick start, you need the sand, and you need your plants and all that. And they went, yeah, fine. I want these fish. I went, you cannot do that. And they were like, why? We need this tank and we need to set up and we need to give it to them for Christmas. I went, it's not possible. So they stormed out. I said, like, listen, the tank needs to cycle unless you want all your fish dead. You can do fish and cycle, but let's be honest, the brand new beginner who doesn't really have much idea, they've seen the fish and they want to get the fish as a purchase, as an item, not as a pet or something to care for. You're then telling that person, oh, by the way, you've got to wait 2 weeks, or you've got to wait as long as the cycle goes. So they stormed out, they come back in with the partner and reiterated that to someone else and myself again, and I had to re-explain this again, that even if you took these couple of days to try and start the cycle, it will still not matter because you will still not be able to add the fish. They were very unhappy with that, but you've got to give them the reasonable explanation that I'm not going to set this person up for disaster. I'm not going to set them up to fail. You want someone to be set up for succession, or at least put them on the right path. Because at the end of the day, yeah, customers can be real tricky. You have good colleagues to back you up. I very much do, Rebecca. I do, with Steve, with Andy, with Aaron, with Becky, and with Niall. They're all great people. And that was a hard situation because when they come back, I was speaking to another customer and they got Niall, who's the apprentice, who's learning, and they were kind of cornering him, and I had to come over and say, listen, he come over to me and asked me, can this be done? Are these fish be kept together? I went, listen, mate, they're trying to set up a tank in like 2-3 days. They don't have cycle media. They're just buying the fish as a gift for someone. It's not going to work. And you know, it's difficult because you want to be able to give the customer what they want, but at the end of the day, you're giving them a live animal to put in a glass box. You want that live animal to live as long as possible, and you don't want to be the reason why it failed. So you're giving them the right answer, and they're frustrated with it. It's Christmas, and I guess it's the time of the year or a period of the year where people want to be buying tanks. I seen a post actually from Maidenhead Aquatics, and I know a lot of people, maybe in this chat, or a lot of people in the hobby, have their mixed opinions about Maidenhead Aquatics. But Maidenhead Aquatics made a direct post saying, do not buy a fish as a gift for Christmas. Do it if you're doing it for the right reason. And if you're doing it as a gift for Christmas, make sure that it's done in the correct way. And they said, we will not be selling tanks in this manner unless there is a valid reason why. And I stand by that. I think that was a very good post that I seen from Maidenhead Aquatics. They've done a really good job in making that post. Pets are not just for Christmas. Exactly. It's like a puppy for Christmas. People are like, if I can't get that puppy for Christmas, I'm going to get them a fish. And if that fish dies, I'll just get another fish. Because some people are very insensitive and don't understand that the creature they are putting in a glass box is not an item, it is an actual animal. You can see here now that I'm starting to get a bit frustrated because I don't think the hobbyists in here, a lot of yous understand that, but the general average person doesn't consider it like a life form of something to be like, it needs respect. It's just something I can bin off and get another one. No. And we've advanced a lot more in this hobby to be able to give the correct education. And if that person leaves, then they were never meant to be in the hobby in the first place. If they leave the shop and they walk out and go, really angry, yeah. But, you know, that's my opinion on it anyway. Livestock legally, I'm not sure. I get a warrant, maybe, unless, yeah. I feel so much respect when I go to a big box store and see an employee doing that. Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, memberships do, yeah, they very much do help us. By the way, just to remind you all, we do have a little fun mini game. If you are willing to do any donations, no one's pressured to do that at all, but we are doing 5 donations, and if you do the 5 donations, you will probably get to see me do a couple push-ups on the floor. If you want your entertainment for the new year, this is the fun, goofy New Year one. We're doing a bit of rants, we're doing a bit of recap, we're doing a bit of passionate talk. I guess that's what this live's for. But yeah, I think going back to that anyway, I genuinely think that, yeah, it's a thing that, you know, at the end of the day, you want to give them a positive experience, and you also got to protect the shop, and you got to protect your own back and say the right and correct advice. You don't want to sell them something to set up for failure, which I done. The family come in and they said they want a fish tank, and I told them all the things needed, and they were looking at me like this, wide-eyed, clueless, didn't really know what they were. Again, like they had no idea. They just wanted to buy a fish and a fish tank. I went, the fish isn't ready, you need to set it up, and then they accepted it and were willing to do that, and they were willing to listen to what I had to say. And I have respect for them people because they don't see them as an item. Some stores, there is no company backing. I work for 3 different stores, experience with different company. A large exists, has a different name now, so those staff are very strong. Yeah, it's right to refusal if you know it's the wrong, like, sale. And at the same time, you know, you've got to work as a business, but you've also got to work in the sense of the fact that you are literally selling a live animal. So that's where you're like, you know, you've got to be switched on. But yeah, we'll move past from that anyway. There's me passionate rant of the evening, bar, you know, going into a little bit of emotional here and there and whatever. But yeah, it's been a hell of a year. It's been a lot of learning, especially being in the shop. I think we're going to be rescaping the display tank soon. Maybe I'll document that, maybe I won't. Depends if we get the time to do that. I think this week I'm going to be setting up a customer's tank and aquascaping that. I don't think I'm going to document that. I think I'll film some shorts. Yeah, I'll film some shorts on it and maybe do some TikToks, but I think it's like a really big tank. Thank you so much, Martin, for the donation. That's donation number 1 to get us onto the path to doing some push-ups on a live. Thank you so much, Mr. G. Honestly, you're always doing the utmost best in supporting this channel. And good stores get people that travel so business sometimes takes time. I think Wirral can get people to travel, so might not need to rely on basic fishing. Yeah, our shop really stocks some cool stuff. Steve gave me the blessing of being able to order what I wanted in on the recent delivery, and yeah, it like a lot of nano fish and different fish, but it's been working out so far. Cool, and the plant orders and stuff like that. I've done the recent plant order, and it got a lot of people traveling for the plants. So yeah, it's one of the things. My hamster would make some serious workout money. Yeah. So yeah, it's great anyway to see how far this channel's come. To see the community we've got now. To see the genuine love and support from everyone. It's great to see how far the Discord's come. It's great to see how many friends I've made as well. You know, it's funny. I met Johnny and Harry in this year. I've been on holiday with Harry already. I've you know, spent a little party with Johnny as well. I've done the shop tours and been there as well, and now it's like great to see that they're both now happy and engaged to the partners. Here we go, crying again. Shut up, you. And like I've been on holiday with Harry, and like I met him through a comment on one of my posts about like one of my aquascapes. It's crazy. If it wasn't for this channel, I wouldn't have met the friends that I have. And the same with the people in the Discord that again don't live nearby. Much love to you all, and maybe one day I will meet you. If there's ever some kind of event that we can all meet, that'd be great. If you were 2K Amsterdam stream, that'd be great. An Amsterdam stream, yeah. If you have an Amsterdam stream, I'll be there for sure, mate. I'll probably need to give Amsterdam a revisit at some point, but for now I'm gonna be going to all different places. Man, my typos. Sorry, man. No worries. Yeah. So, what do you like now that we're sat here and we're having this conversation? 2-1 stag do trip. I think we should go Krakow, Johnny. Krakow is unbelievably cheap, and there's so much to do. There's so much to do. There's so much food, so much drink. It'd be amazing for a stag do. Just don't get dressed up because in Eastern Europe they don't appreciate that. Yeah, big bash in Wirral. Cause you know what? There is some big plans. There is some very big plans that you will be seeing in the new year with Wirral Aquatics. I can't say, but we're hoping to set up maybe some kind of fish club. Krakow is banging, so is Prague. I really want to go Prague. My cousin's going Prague in January, the end of January. I couldn't go because I didn't have the money, unfortunately. I mean, Germany usually has the best. Yes, it does. So I've heard. But yeah, I like my cheap holidays. Amsterdam was not one of them cheap holidays. It's quite expensive, actually. It used to be known as like quite an affordable holiday, to be fair. Prague, oh yeah. I do want to go to Budapest. Budapest is meant to be really cheap, like 80p a pint. That's how I measure how affordable a place is, by the pint. But yeah, no, like I really do want to go to more places, and I do want to go and check the fish shops out over in different places too. I tried to do that when I was in Corfu. Went to the pet shop and they had got rid of all their fish tanks. So I was like, oh well, I did try. I'll roll. Was gonna say she'd be happy with me going to Budapest, but 80p a pint, so would I. There you go. There you go. But yeah, no, we like it. Temple Bar, Dublin, £9.95 a pint. Damn. Yeah. Ah. Oh, cool. Yeah. Prague is Little Amsterdam. Definitely need to go to more places. I'm thinking of going Barcelona on a weekend next year. Barcelona on a weekend would be good. Whilst we're talking, let's bring you to the fish tank, eh? So yeah, fish tank's looking good. I was going to tell you what's going on with this. So there's a bit of hierarchy going on there, probably because it's under direct light. Look at this Valis that's gone crazy. It's like taking over the surface. I really like it. Same with the Tiger Lotus. That damn thing keeps growing quick. And that's meant to be a medium difficulty plant. My backside. I also discovered where the L236 is hiding. You can see it there. There's actually a tunnel, like a cave in the middle of this wood that goes right into the center. Now there's a big hole like there in the middle of the wood. Oh, no worries, Martin. Thank you so much for joining. I might still be live when you come back. If not, all the best, mate, for the new year. And I'll probably chat to you in the Discord. But yeah, there's like a big tunnel in the middle of the wood, and the L236 is huge, but it keeps running. Do I run CO2, mate, or just fertilizer? Just liquid fertilizer. I did have a DIY CO2 kit running on this. But that was just to experiment to see how it do. It didn't do anything really that great. Maybe a proper CO2 kit would, but yeah. Update on that Pothos, just growing huge now. That started from 4 trimmings from a place called Something Fishy. All the fish doing great. These raccoon tetra are growing chunky now. The little ones that I got from Maidenhead Blackpool, they're all doing great now. What is the Episto doing? He's flicking. That's not a good sign. Okay. Yeah, I've just caught that then. Interesting. Right, we're gonna have to do a water change on the live. Probably. I have 4 lotus bulbs. Your 14 raccoons, yeah. I'll do a water change probably. It is due one, to be fair. But yeah, tank's doing great. Everything's doing good. Everything's thriving in there. There is bits of algae here and there on the wood. There is blackbeard algae as well. So Is that the Amano? The Amanos are getting brave. Do your job and eat that algae, will you, you lazy get? It's one of Harry's Amanos. They like stealing pellets and running away rather than eating algae. But yeah, tank's doing fine. All the fish are fine. Everyone's healthy and growing good. And the nano tank over there is exactly the same. It's growing in quite well, as you can see. A lot of floaters. Might need to get rid of some of them and take them to the shop. But yeah, like, I'm hoping to get that 125 set up in the coming weeks with Joe. We just need to sort out a day, and that'll be good. And then obviously we'll add the fish to it at some point as well. Amano shrimp might have some brains. I've had some in goldfish tank, figured out how to hide from the goldfish. Yeah, no, shrimp, no, exactly. Them shrimp hide in the moss and all the epiphytes away from the Episto. Because although they're big, the Episto will peck at them if they're, like, you know, in plain sight. But, yeah, there is a flying fox in this tank. I can't tell you where it is. I see it in the mornings, and I see it actually hanging on the glass, like, there in the flow. Like, chills here in the morning. And I keep thinking it's dead, and then it'll dart off, so it like, hangs on to where the flow is. That flying fox, by the way, is lazy as, because it hasn't done anything to this algae. It hasn't eaten the BBA, and it hasn't eaten the algae. It's just a lazy flying fox. And usually when the babies, they're always out about munching, but maybe he's scared by the Episto. I don't know. Has anyone got much experience with flying foxes? Tell me. Because they're meant to be good at eating the hair algae, and they're meant to be string algae, and they're meant to be very good at BBA. This one has done nada. So let me know in the chat. But yeah, That is the recent addition to this tank. And it's not a permanent residence. It's going to go back to the shop when it gets a bit bigger. But for the time being, it's in there to do its job. Is it doing its job? No. I find them shoaling, but can't comment on algae. Never found them great with algae, basically. They eat algae only when hungry. Well, I haven't been feeding this tank a lot recently. I've been doing 2 or 3, like 2-day gaps in between feeds. How many plecos do you have? I have 2 in there, L236, that is hardening the wood. I've got L471 mini snowball pleco, and then in this tank I have a mini. I've got the pitbull pleco, just like a dwarf species of pleco. Where is it? Where has she gone? Usually chilling in the back. Don't know where it is. Pitbull pleco somewhere. There it is. Let me flip the camera. Pitbull pleco. There you go. Little pitbull pleco. Living its best life in the tank. They do when young. Older foxes don't. Yeah, this fox is tiny, so it should be eating algae, but it's not. It's probably the wrong algae, which is common. Most algae eaters. I suspect BBA is multiple species. I've got one. They eat it when young, but stop pretty quick. Yeah, I haven't been feeding a lot of like wafers and that, so like I've been kind of leaving it to see if it will nail the algae. And maybe it has been, but not enough to the point where it's visible yet. Yeah, let's bring it back over anyway. No breeding from the badders still. I don't think that's gonna happen. I actually want like a poll of people in the chat now. I'm gonna do this now. Because I'm kind of frustrated with the badders now, because I do like them, but I've come to the conclusion that I would like to breed something in there, and that tank might be a little too small to breed them. It may not be suitable either, so I've come to this. Do I swap the badders pair for there you go. Maybe hold on feeding for a week. Yeah, I've held on. I've been taking two maybe 3-day gaps in between feeding recently. Fish are doing perfectly fine, and they are growing fine. So they are grazing on like micro crustaceans and maybe the baby snails in the tank. Everyone's saying no. Fish are better than shrimp. How do you get 2 plecos to get along? Just a lot of covers and caves. In this tank, because the plecos that I've got in there, I've got a smaller one. So the mini snowball stays in its own cave. But they even stay together and they don't hurt each other. They're too tight. The way to get your plecos to get along is you want them to have enough hardened spaces so they don't claim the same territory as one another. But you also want them to you don't want them to be the same species. Now, you can have same species plecos, but if you're going to breed them, then you need to, you know, make sure that you've got a decent amount of females, so the males aren't harassing the same female, or attacking them in that sense. But yeah, my plecos haven't bothered each other at all. They used to live in the same cave in the previous setup, actually. That's surprising. But yeah, they've been getting on perfectly fine. No issues at all. It seems like everyone's saying no to the zebra shrimp, which is surprising. I want everyone's reasons for that. Because I've come to a point now where I'm kind of a bit frustrated. Don't get massive size asparacy, a massively aggressive species. Yes. Rebecca can give you a better one. I'm going to take off now, mate. Great. All the best. All the best to you as well, mate. All the best for the new year to you and your family, your missus, and your kids. All the best, mate. I think everyone just wants you to set up another tank. Fish always over shrimp, just in my opinion. Listen, I agree, but the badders aren't doing nothing. And shrimp are fish food. Oh, that's going to upset some people. But yeah, no, I am setting up another tank. The 30 litre is going out. I'm not keeping that. I'm not keeping that. That tank's pain in the backside. I'm not a fan of the design now. No, because they have tons of fish, lots of shrimp. They got along. Yeah, Rebecca likes to stir the pot sometimes with her opinions. I think all the shrimp lovers aren't in here. I have a tank with 12 plecos in it. Caves are good. L33, L201. Oh, damn. To breed, they need live food and a lot of it. Yeah, yeah. I guess I'm not gonna be able to do that with the badders. I've had them for a good while though. I've enjoyed them a lot. But I think maybe their time will be done in the new year, and I might alter to change up to a different thing in there anyway. Um, shrimp will be good food. The adult shrimp one, I think the babies will. Maybe if I get like a fast breeding shrimp, chuck one in there and they'll do the job. There is 2 Amano shrimp. They haven't been eaten. They're like tiny as well. They're like that. They're like small. They're like as small as a Neocaridina, like adult cherry. Where's the brine shrimp, love? Brine shrimp. You mean sea monkeys? You mean the best breeding food possible? I used to have 2, but it went a bad way. Other pleco went into the pleco's territory, then disappeared because they fought overnight. Oh, that's such a shame. I'm sorry to hear about that. I guess everyone's experience is very different, but as Rebecca said, the best way is to just have a lot of caves, have a lot of different space. Otherwise, it's one of them. Sea monkeys is the best fish food, though. It is honestly the best fish food. Baby sea monkeys gets all the fish breeding. We feed all the fish in the shop sea monkeys, aka baby brine. I move species depending on size requirements, temperament, as currently my gold nuggets are big enough. Stomach love is the only solution to brine shrimp. Oh, poor Stefan and his baby brine pets. I should say the perfect fish food. It's the best live fish food, honestly. Baby brine shrimp. And then, you can go with your worms and all that, but it's the perfect fish food, honestly. Yeah, so now that wall here anyway, and I was going to do this earlier, but I'll say this now. What's everyone I had tripods? They are brutal shrimp. Corey's love brine. They do love brine. You know what I feed my fish? Dried Artemia, which is ProSoft Artemia by EBO. Really good. It's just dried baby brine. I'm going to feed it now, actually. Right, ready to see some EBO feeding? Some really good stuff, this. I'm not just saying this because Steve is an owner of the brand. I genuinely stand by this fish food. All my fish love it. So I'm going to put a bit in here now. The baddest love it. The snails definitely love it. So do the Amanos and the Pleco. I have no bloodworm. Right, you ready? Let's get some. Try not to use my wet hand. Switch hands real quick. Right. Have to run, fellas. Have a good night, guys. Take care, Stefan. Thanks for joining. All the best in the new year, mate. And hopefully we'll see you in the next live. There you go. Let's give a load of that. The Tetras absolutely love this. Everyone in the tank does, to be fair, even the Pisto. They even love a bit of a crushed snail. I'll feed some crushed snails to the fish. Hi, Mia. Nice to see you in here. One leaves, one joins. Let's crush that up like squeeze it together and make it like a little pellet kind of thing. There you go. Look at that. It's like what's cool about this food. You can just kind of do that and then just breaks apart. I need to probably put some pellets in here. Hi, Mia, say hello to Joe. Joe's going to be in your place soon. That sounds a bit weird. He's going to be in yours when we're aquascaping. Oh, look. Hillstream Loach absolutely loves the Artemia. Look at him, he's begging for food. I'll give you your pellets, calm down. I just need to give everyone the wafers and stuff as well. Right, this stuff's okay. It's like a spirulina wafer. Cameraman Adam to the rescue. Right, let's break this wafer apart. I need to get some more EBO food, to be fair. Right, I'm going to break this apart real quick. Drop in here. Oh, look, there's a Abaddis. I love how unfazed the Abaddis are from anything, really. They don't really care. Right. Let's drop that wafer down here. Wafer down there. There you go. That should do a job. Right. And let's get one of these Fish Science Cory pellets in. There you go, Cory pellet. There you go. Pleco's 11 nibble on that as well. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, mate. Although a lot of the plants have been absolutely cleansed out the shop, so I might need to put some aside for the for the tank, sorry. Give me a list of plants. If you give me a list of plants, we'll see what we can do. Sorry, mate. I've left your bloody pellets out. Where are your pellets? Oh yeah, I need fertilizer as well. I keep forgetting about that as well. You know, give a bit of that tank, just a tiny bit. It's a tiny tank. Pellets. Where are the pellets? I've bunch ready to take with me. Oh, thanks a lot, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate your plant donations. I got shrimp pellets here if anyone wants any. When do they run out? The 2nd of 25. Yeah, if anyone wants any shrimp pellets locally, let me know. Where are they? The pellets. There you go. Right, he likes these. Don't worry. Stop sulking. I'll give you your food now. Just a couple in there. Make sure the tetras don't nail it. There you go. You'll be happy to see his pellets. Yeah, there you go. There you go. You spotted one right away. Yeah, there you go. He's eating that. Yeah. Oh, there's our there's a Coolie Loach as well. Look at that. The Coolie Loach has come out. We've got it's darted away now because I moved. We've got our Paro Otter Cinclus Heraldi there, Rebecca. A little speciality for you, a Pure Aquatic special. No wonder you have a problem with... I overfeed badly. Shut up, mate. That wasn't a lot. There's a tiny bit of the Artemia. Just a couple little pellets. Yeah. There's that many fish in here. But I feed like every 2 days. Nice to see you in here, Martin. Lovely Episto as well. Yeah, he's living the best life. There's your Paro Otter Cinclus Heraldi. It's very active, by the way. It's got a bit of aggression to it, actually. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of that happening. Like, what's your opinion on this, Rebecca? Are these meant to be like kind of a bit of a feisty fish with other algae eaters? Because I've seen this little bugger chase the Hillstream Loach away. Funny enough. Say a lot of fish. Oh, wow. I think I just seen the flying fox. That's the first time I've seen it swimming. And there it is, look. There's the flying fox. Damn. And there's Namano as well. There's about There's about 20 plus fish in here. There's less than 30 for the tank size it is. I think it's quite fine. It's over-filtrated too. It's doing all right. There's our little baby flying fox. So, right, everyone, that's a small flying fox. So you can tell me why it's interesting. They have that. Not heard of it in the relatives. I've never seen parrot intercinclus or similar in shoals. Thinking about it. Yeah, a little bit of spicy behavior. It's not super aggro. I just kind of see it like flick or like, push the Hillstream Loach out the way. It's really nice to see this little guy out though. I haven't seen this fish out barely at all since I've added it in. To be fair, there's a lot of hiding space in the wood. The Amano's actually doing its job and pecking away at whatever algae's on the moss, which is good. Oh, there's our L236 finally. For all you Placo lovers. Look at that. Pea puffers are nasty buggers. Look at that L236 right there. Big unit. And you know what? It climbs inside the wood and lives in there. And it barely comes out. It comes out in the night. Hillstream Loach is always out. The Amanos have started coming out more often, which is cool. We do also have a bamboo shrimp somewhere. Yeah, look at that. It's cool watching this one, the SK01 Hillstream. Just kind of does its own thing. It's quite fast flow. It's probably decreased because I need to give it a good clean soon. Oh, look at that beauty. So nice to see it. But yeah, funny enough, in there is like a tunnel that goes into the centre of the wood, so yeah, it's quite happy. Oh, the Apisto was ready to peck at the Hillstream. He's not a big fan of the Hillstream Loach for some reason. Don't know why. There he is. Look at him. Mr. Hongsloy. He's definitely going to pick on this Hillstream in a sec. It's his favourite thing to do. Can I vote Adam AH Aquatics as the live guest for the new year? Sure, mate. I wouldn't put it past having him on live. That'd be really cool. Whenever he's free, we can sort something out. Look at that. You know what? I genuinely think I just haven't sat in front of my tank in a while. And like, I'm really appreciating it right now. Like, there's the Flying Fox chilling. You've got our Pisto. You've got our Hillstream. Look, there he is. I told you he was going to give him a little chase. You've got all our Tetras. Just had a gold laser Corey flying around somewhere. It's really nice. Look. Oh my god. Is it actually cleaning the algae? It actually is. It must have heard me. Oh my god. Nice to see you in here, Mohammed. Appreciate you joining, mate. I've been rambling on for over an hour, to be fair. But it is a New Year special. So why not? Why not? Yeah, the Flying Fox is actually doing its job. Is it? Or is it just swimming in the flow? I don't know. Do your job, goddammit. Well, there's a Coolie Loach. Yeah, that's what I mean. Everything's out at the minute. You got a Coolie Loach there. A couple of them. Got the Apisto. The Hillstream. That's what I mean. I think I just haven't sat in front of my tank in a while and appreciated it for what it is. And like, I've got some really cool and interesting fish in here that I've got some, cool behaviours and things to look at. Like, look at that. Just sticks out like a sore thumb, doesn't it? That Pleco. But it's always just chilling there, like in the shade. But you can always see it, and that's what I'm like kind of happy about. Like a lot of Plecos you don't get to see, but having that just chill there, nothing better than that. And you got our little Parrot Singlers as well, which is really shy, but it's nice to see that out. See how thrashes around a bit aggressively as well. Oh, getting chased there. Interesting. Right, so I'm looking for everyone's suggestions anyway for future lives, so yeah, like tell me, what do you think I should be doing on my lives? Do you like these talks? Do you like where I just sit here for like an hour or more and just talk? Do you like the idea of having guests on? I used to do a lot of guests, but then I kind of went tunnel visioned and just cracked on with my own stuff. Just doing a laugh.
Once you just go low,
How
drag it up. How long do you think?
I don't know. Yeah, I do always catch up if I've missed. I'm glad that you enjoy them, Mohammed. But I was looking for everyone's opinion. So do you want to see more guests? Do you want to see more of just me talking? Do you just like the way that I've done lives and just done random different ones the whole time? Do you want to see me do quizzes? I don't know if that's something I'll do because I know there's a lot of people that are already doing that. Do I want to compete with that? Not really. I think it's something that I could do as like a one-off, like once a month maybe. I don't know, but it's not something that I'll be doing on a consistent basis. Do you think I could do more interactive ones, like I was saying, if people do fish house tour? I'd love to do that. I've literally only got 2 tanks though. At the moment, I've minimalized all the tanks I've got just because I'm going to be moving out next year, like hopefully before the end of next year. And then I'll have like a fish room and everything like that. That's the aim. I'm gonna have a fish room by the end of next year. I'm gonna have 10k subscribers by the end of next year. Yeah, there's a lot going on for next year. I do work in a fish shop, so I can do another shop tour on a live sometime. Someone else's. Yeah, I've actually done that. If someone drops the link, I've done a fish house tour kind of thing of my friend Harry's. I'd like to do Johnny's sometime, hopefully. I'd like to do a few other people's places as well. I've got a couple people in mind, to be fair, but yeah, I'd love to do more of that stuff. So thanks for the suggestion, Stephen. I definitely want to give that a crack. Any more video suggestions? Any more? You've not had a guest on in a while. Yeah, to be honest, mate, it's just like, yeah, a lot of people used to ask me to hop on, and I used to hop on a lot of people's lives, but not a lot of people, and I'll say this down the camera now, not a lot of people speak to me like that anymore. I don't know why. Don't know why. It'd be great to see more advice from renting with fishers, as some people aren't aware of it. Do you mean in terms of like living somewhere that you don't own and like what you can possibly do with your tanks? Is that what you mean, Rebecca? It'd be great to have you actually, Rebecca, on a live sometime. Maybe have a good conversation and chat about plecos and catfish as a whole. I think that'd be really good. Yes, also just renting in general. Okay. It'd be good to like have some kind of a guest spot with you, Rebecca, and maybe have that like specialist catfish orientated live if you'd be happy to do that sometime. I know that you're primarily video based, but that'd be a cool little talk or guest spot maybe. As you were saying, AH would be a really good one to do. Any more guest suggestions or people that you'd like to see? Drop them in. I think it'd be good to have you sometime, Joe, if you're wanting to. Or again, we're doing our collaboration video kind of thing, so that'd be good. But maybe after we've done our video, it'd be really good to do like aquascaping, like insight live or something like that, or video. I see a lot of social media posts where people think aquariums don't count as pets or are aware of humidity, etc. Yeah, I think it's definitely something to think of. Looking good, who? Me? Or the ideas? I'm confused. Yeah. Been going quite a while. To be honest, this live, I really enjoyed. It's probably the first time in a long time I've enjoyed the live because I've just kind of went off the bat. Just spoke the whole time about different types of things, different conversations, and like the good old days. No, the man behind you, lol. Yeah, you. Thank you, babe. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Stop making me blush. There's people watching. Have you tried to reach out to Fish Up Matt for a collab? Yeah, I've had a phone call with Fish Up Matt, and we've had a lot of back and forth. Fish Up Matt was actually meant to be on a live. I don't know if that's going to be possible. I had a conversation with him a while back. I did send him a message or to have a chat with him about the new tank setup and how he'd advise on me filming. But again, he's got a lot going on. He's been sick recently. A lot of family time, Christmas, of course. He's setting up his fish room. He's got a lot going on at the moment. If he has a moment to fit me in at all, that'd be cool to do live with him. I don't know if that's going to be possible. If that happens, I don't know. It'd be great to, but we'll see. But I did, you know, the last time I spoke to him, I did say it'd be cool to maybe visit his fish room when he's got it set up next year. So that might be a collaboration that'll be in the works at some point. I automatically say Fish Up Who whenever anyone. Bit of a distance. Yeah, it is a travel. I probably have to organise like a day to go there and make like a trip out of it. But I definitely like to go and visit Matt at some point. But that'd be great video and collab to get done. Any more suggestions? I'm thinking he should make a t-shirt and I want a cut. Lol, it's the whole M5 journey. Train would be 70 plus. Yes, it would, Rebecca. So, you know, it's a hell of a journey. But it'll be worth it. It'll definitely be worth it. I'll make a trip out of it. I'll visit him. I'll probably visit some local fish shops nearby. Where's he based? I think he's based in Somerset, isn't he? Like Taunton. That's where the Maidenhead is. Is that like near Somerset anyway? I think it's like around that part of the map, isn't it? Taunton, yeah. So it's a very big journey, but basically Devon. Yeah. But it'd be great to go and visit him sometime. Might be Devon, yeah. But I would drive for me from Bristol. Keith Aquatic Fanatic is putting a fish room together, I hear. Yeah, so I've heard. I haven't spoken to Keith since I got the job. I haven't spoken to him in a long time. I don't know if life got in the way for either of us, but it'd be great to. I did speak to Keith a long time ago on like, you know, doing some kind of video together on his fish room, but I think he wanted to get it set up, but I haven't had a good chat to Keith in a while. Wish him all good though. He's been quite quiet in terms of YouTube recently. This time of year, generally very busy, of course. I've just been lost in, as I said, the tunnel, like just tunnel vision. I've kind of just been, you know, head first, going ahead with content and life, and sometimes, you know, it's hard to juggle speaking to multiple people at the same time. Especially when working and, you know, family and all other things. But yeah, 10 likes, 10 views, 88 minutes in. We're about to go towards 90 minutes. We've got our super chat from Mr. G. Appreciate that very much, Martin. Appreciate everyone's love and support. We've had a really good live. I think we've recapped a lot of things. We've had a lot of cool ideas and things put forward that I'll definitely consider. It'd be great to get something done with some people and get some live guests in the near future, and maybe some collaborations too. And yeah, I think as I said, I want to aim big for next year. I want to get 10k subscribers. Please add me into your list of places to visit. If you ever plan to come to Singapore, I would definitely come and visit you, mate. Don't worry, and you can take me on the tour of Singapore. How about that? Of the fish places in Singapore, anyway. But yeah, much love and support. Much love and everyone, and thanks for the support over the past year on this channel. We've grew massively. The community's been thriving. We've had so many people all over the world. So much love from everyone. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you sticking by me in the past year, and obviously recently with me being a little bit more quiet. But of course, doing this live and seeing you all the familiar faces, it's going to be great. Thank you everyone for joining. We'll be live again at some point soon. Road to 2k, road to 1,700, hopefully. And yeah, I really appreciate everyone's love and support, and all the best for the new year. Hope you all had a great Christmas and got whatever you wanted and enjoyed your time with your family and friends. All the best to you all. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you later. Good night, good day, good morning, wherever you are. See you later. Happy 2025.